What's up, Little Muffins? This is Aquandria, and this video is called Realistic Muscle Building Exercises. And don't mind me, it looked like I'm smelling it, but I'm not. I'm sorry. I'll try to show you guys the particular dumbbell that I'm using, and it's only 5 pounds because of the size of my arm. It's always been tiny for a very long time. So what I'm trying to do is build muscles into these tiny arms. And one of these arm exercises I'm doing at this moment is bicep curls, which is 25 reps on each side. I'm sure you guys wondering why I'm doing 25 reps on each side. I'm sure some of you probably think it's too much. But the reason why I'm doing it is because I feel as though I'm not getting the burn until I get close to 20 reps. You know, you got to feel the burn when you exercise. As the old saying goes, no pain, no gain. As you guys already see it, I'm feeling muscles in my arms already. So I'm getting a bit of a cut, which is great. Otherwise, it will look like a darn sticks. As you guys can see, I'm feeling the burn all right. Now I'm moving on to another side for 25 reps also. Yes, got to get your workout on, got to do it. You know, I'm trying to keep myself motivated and trying to be consistent with my exercises, which I haven't been doing a great job on. So my very special tip to you guys who's watching, please don't end up be like me. Consistency is the key, okay? All I had to do is do these 3 times a week, which is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. As I'm explaining to you guys right now, I'm recording this voiceover on a Sunday afternoon. And what happens is, when you're not being consistent, it's going to be an issue where you're going to experience some soreness. And definitely soreness. And that's what I'm dealing with right now. And surprisingly, it's not my arms this time. Of course, my arms was like that last time, but it's used to it now. The next exercise I'm doing now is military press. 25 reps on each side. And I'm trying to figure out the name of this exercise, but when I did some research, that's what it's called. But yes, consistency is the key, people. Because now I had to pay for it. Just a little bit. I didn't suffer any injuries or anything else. I'm just dealing with some serious soreness around my thighs. Some of it in my butt. But you guys gonna notice that later in this video of what I'm doing. Also, this is supposed to be great for those who's dealing with physical limitations, including myself, who's dealing with MS. Man, I'm really feeling the burn on that one. Now moving on to the next side for 25 reps. But those reps are completely optional to you. You can start off lower, especially if you're a beginner. Don't push yourself up to 25 reps if you feel as though you're starting to feel the burn very earlier than possible. I'm only doing these again, considering the fact that I get the burn when it gets close to 20 reps. Otherwise, if I just did 10 reps, I'm not going to feel anything. These exercises, as you guys are seeing, especially for the remainder of this video, should be considered a bit more, make sure it's safe and simple. Check my arms out, trying to flex. I tried. So this exercise I'm doing, this is the only exercise that involves with standing. If you have physical limitations of standing, you can skip this one over. You don't have to do it at all, but just completely optional. It is called a supported single leg deadlift. I don't know why they call this particular exercise that. I mean, it's pretty long. Plus, I don't like the name deadlift. Maybe I should call it supported single leg lift. Maybe I just don't like the word that involves with dead in it. But it's 25 reps on each side as I'm holding the back of my chair. What I like about this chair also is that it moves. You could turn it around, which you guys gonna see in about a minute. It's pretty cool. Here it goes. Yeah, that's great. Now on to the other side. Alright, if you guys noticing already, I'm using a resistance band. But I'm also, what you guys is not seeing at this moment, but you guys going to see it later in the video, is I'm using angle weights as well. I felt like I'm getting better results when I use these two items, which by the way, that's completely optional for you as well. You don't have to use it. Aquandria. And if you guys notice as well, I got some serious muscles in my arms. I got some serious cut. I never seen that before. I apologize. I just lost my train of thought. You know, when you look at yourself after the fact, you realize like, dang, I really look like that. So as I'm looking at it now, it makes me realize I need to learn how to be more motivated from that point forward and just remain consistent. So what I'm doing in this particular exercise, I'm doing a clamshell, 25 reps on each side. As you guys can see in the further right already, you guys can see I'm wearing an angle weight. But yes, this video is going to be involved based on just mainly sitting down and or just laying down or something. And I apologize if I'm making faces as well throughout this video. I am not a morning person. I didn't start doing these workouts until 9 in the morning. I was supposed to do those sooner. My alarm went off at 7:45 in the morning, but instead I woke up at 8:30. So I apologize. And now I'm switching over to the other side. And I apologize if you guys see me rubbing my target areas, massaging and stuff like that. Which, by the way, is a serious key, not only based on massaging your muscles, but most importantly, make sure you do your stretches before and after you do these workouts. A bit of mistake that I made in this particular video, all because I just want to get this done and over with, is that I forgot to stretch before. But I did stretch afterwards. So stretching before and after is the key, and also massaging your muscles is a key as well. I feel as though when I'm massaging my muscles in the areas where, especially when it gets sore, because a sister is sore at this moment in certain areas, especially the thighs and the butt area. And I mean, I'm extremely sore. But you guys gonna find out the reason why it's sore, and it's not because of these particular exercises. So you guys gonna see the machine I'm using later in this video. Gotta get the burn. Gotta get the burn. Oh yeah, squeeze those glutes. Alright, so I adjusted my resistance band. It depends on certain exercises. It's very important to adjust your resistance band if you do certain exercises so you can feel the burn. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So this particular exercise I'm doing is called side leg raise. I didn't know the name of this exercise until I did some thorough research of what this particular exercise is, because I've seen this before. I just don't know the name of it. But yes, it's side leg raise, 25 reps to each side. And if you guys was assuming that I look like this through exercise, then you guys are sadly mistaken. I'm about to switch over to the other side. Yes, I don't look like this through exercises at all. I didn't look like this through workouts. You know, like I told you guys earlier in the video, I'm not being consistent with my exercise. I need to learn how to be consistent. Otherwise, I'm not going to get the results that I'm looking for. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to aim towards building muscles. I'm not aiming towards lose weight. So if you're watching this video at this moment and you're looking for someone that involves with weight loss, I apologize, but I am not a perfect candidate for weight loss at all. That's just how my body type is. It's always been look like that. Although I used to be smaller than how I'm looking right now, as you guys see, you know, based on this video. You know, I used to just look like a stick with boobs. But I'm starting to feel in on the bottom half of my body. My boobs stopped growing though, which is great. I was concerned about that because it didn't look right for my body, because I've been petite for a very long time. Always been underweight. And don't mind me as I normally count out loud. That's why you guys can see my mouth moving. But I wanted to make sure I don't miscount. I want to make sure I got everything settled. And I apologize if I don't know this particular exercise. I'm trying to figure out the name of it. You can leave the comment down below of this video. What's the name of this particular exercise? All I call it is just a raised clamshell. Hip extension? I don't know. It looked like a clamshell, that's for sure. But my legs is raised. But I could definitely feel it in my hip area. And I feel as though with the weight gain that I'm getting in my thighs and butt areas, I realized that I don't gain weight in my hip area. And I came to find out what it's called. It's called hip dip. Yes, it's called hip dip. Because it makes it look like, you know, you're lacking in the hip area. But you do have hips, it's just barely existent, or at least non-existent, which kind of sucks. So that's why I'm trying to take advantage of a couple of these exercises that's supposed to help of build a muscle around my hip area as well. Now, this is one of my personal favorite exercises called a glute bridge, hip thrust, whatever you call it. I'm just gonna call it glute bridge. It sounds more better. I feel like the other one sounds more naughty. It has 25 reps as well. When you do this type of exercise, you make sure that you squeeze your, I'm just gonna say, you need to squeeze your booty. Alright? You got to squeeze your booty when you lift your hips up. Just like that. You can get your squeeze on. You gotta make it nice and tight. Aquandria. I always thought this is the weirdest looking exercise as well because it looks so wrong. So I gotta get my filthy mind out of the gutter. Oh yeah, I'm really feeling it. Now, as you guys noticing, I like to adjust my resistance band. So that's important for certain exercise. Again, just make sure it's adjusted to certain exercise. Otherwise, you're not going to really feel the burn whatsoever. So I lowered it down a bit just so I can do this exercise called fire hydrant. I was curious based on the name of this exercise because I didn't know what it's called. But this is another good one for hip area as well. "25 reps on each side." Oh yeah. Don't mind me laughing. Had to get myself together. This is where I made a big mistake. And this is what happens. Had to remind myself that I am being recorded while I'm doing these exercises. But hey, we all human, right? We make mistakes. So please don't get on me with this video. I just want to make sure I show you guys each side that I'm doing it. So you get a better glimpse of what I'm doing. And again, 25 reps each side. And like I said earlier in this video, you don't have to go up to 25. You can start off small, especially if you're a beginner. And now I just adjusted my band. Raise it up higher. Because I am going to do a donkey kick. 25 reps on each side as well. And if you guys notice, my posture is a bit different than a fire hydrant. I lower my arms down because I feel as though I get better results of doing that as opposed to if I kept my arms up like I did with fire hydrant. And I felt like it helps out of making sure my legs can raise up as high as I can. And don't worry, based on flexibility, you know, if you have issues with flexibility where you raise your legs up like that, don't worry. You are watching this person at this moment, like myself, who have issues with flexibility, okay? Which I'm trying to work on as much as I can. I know it's going to take time because trying to be flexible is not a joke. And it can be painful if you're not careful. Hopefully one day I can raise my legs higher and higher than ever before. But it takes time. Plus I'm impatient as well, so that's not helping. And don't mind that little necklace button that's hanging out my neck. That's for emergency only. Because again, like I explained earlier in this video, I'm dealing with MS. So anything could happen. And 25 reps on this side. If you guys wondering regarding a bit of my backstory, I apologize. I was diagnosed with MS back in October 2009. I may be dealing with it longer than that. But that's another story for another day. And then in regard of my weight issues, since I've been underweight my whole life, that's another story for another day as well. And I'm out. And don't mind me, I'm just crying. This is why I call it realistic muscle building exercises, because this is about as real as it gets. You know, this video is not all glamorous. If you expected a glamorous video, you can leave, please. And this happened. You know, it's gonna be some bit of issues. This exercise, I don't know what is it called. I just called this a seated clamshell. I just call it seated clamshell because I don't know the name of this exercise. You can comment below this video about that as well. 25 reps. And this is optional as well. If you have issues of laying on your side when you do the clamshell, you could just sit down like this and just do it like that. And now the big finale. Didn't know I got a little butt going on, I had to admit. But yes, this is the machine that I talked about a little earlier in this video. And the name of this machine is called Squat Exerciser. That's right, it's Squat Exerciser. And it's supposed to be an alternative for those like myself who have issues of doing regular squats. I have issues with doing regular squats with or without any assistance, like tables, chairs, walls, or something like that. And I feel as though posture is very important. You know, position, you know, getting into a certain position where you do squats is very important. It's a problem for a very long time. Then on top of that, I deal with balance issues, so I ain't got time for that, okay? So this would be 2 sets of 25 reps, so I just get that out of the way with breaks in between. So that's a total of 50 reps. And I got this through HSN. Yes, I got it through HSN. Unfortunately, last time I checked, it was sold out. It was out of stock. So I'm going to try to find it online, and hopefully I'll leave a link in the description box below this video, along with other items that I end up using, as you know, that I have as well. Hopefully it'll be there. Gotta massage that muscle. Man, I am so out of it. You can really tell. Like, I'm ready to just be done with. Hey, fishy. They're checking me out. Alright, one more set. And please, people, when you do these exercises, please give yourself a break in between these exercises. Don't just go straight to the next one. Take breaks. Alright? Even if it just takes about 30 seconds, which is the maximum time you can take a break, or a little longer. Just don't push yourself. The reason why this is considered as like safe and simple for these exercises is because you don't want to just trying to figure out what to say. You don't want to go overboard. These are the exercises where you don't have to go overboard. You don't have to worry about suffer injuries. You don't have to worry about pulling muscles and everything. But if you're not pulling muscles and you having that snack, crackle, pop moment, Rice Krispie treats going on with your body, then that's when you need to stop right there and try to figure out what you do, you know, what you just did incorrectly. Another thing also is you got to slow down when you do these exercises, because you want your muscles to squeeze as much as possible, like what I'm doing right now. And down to the last one. I did it. I did it. I did it. I need some more water. Sister's about to be hungry. I'm going to say first. I know I need to take my medicine. It'll be 5 minutes after 10 this morning. And if you guys wonder what medicine I take, is Gilea That's for MS. I take it once a day. And but for those of you with MS that's watching, if you guys interested with that medicine, Julinia, you guys can check it out. If you feel as though the other medicines is not helping you out that much due to serious side effects, I'm doing all right with it so far. I thought it was slight side effects with it, it wasn't ongoing, thank goodness. You guys take care of yourselves. All right, have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, be careful out there, and keep a positive vibe. It's going to get better, alright? This is Corny, and I'm out. Peace. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to smash potatoes, okay? Hopefully the links will be in the description box. Hope to see you guys soon.